Today we are going to do some writing practice using pa, pi, pu, pe, po. That is, we will write out words in hiragana which begin with these sounds. Konnichiwa minasan. Hello friends, how are you? Welcome to Saral Japani YouTube channel, and this is the playlist called Practice Makes Perfect, in which we practice writing of Japanese language. So this is our hiragana chart, and until the last practice lesson, we finished doing practice up to ba bi bu be bo. And so today is pa pi pu pe po. This is the Handakon series. So before we start our practice, let me tell you that there aren't many words that begin with the pa sound, that is pa pi pu pe po in Japanese. Most of the words that begin with pa sound in Japanese are basically sound related words or expressions called onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia is basically the formation of a word from a sound associated with what is named after it. For example, a singing cuckoo, or the chirping of the birds, the gustling of the wind, the rustling of the leaves, then the raindrops, sounds of the raindrops, sizzle, and so on. So all these sound related expressions are captured in words that begin with pa, pi, pu, pe, po. Otherwise, there are hardly any words, pure Japanese words, which begin with these sounds. So onomatopoeia is the word that we just discussed. And now let's see which words I could find to practice words starting with pa, pi, pu, pe, po for today's practice lesson. So here we start our writing. The first word we have paku paku. Paku paku is to eat in big bites or to eat very quickly. That is eating fast. Then we have pari pari. Pari pari is the best or the first class. The third word is patto. Patto means suddenly, abruptly, or in a flash. Then we have patan. Patan means knock, that is knocking on the door. Then we have pachkuri. Pachkuri is blinking with surprise. Pachikri. Then we have para para. So you can see the similarities of this paku paku, pari pari, then we have pachikuri, then we have para para. So these are similar kind of structures, and these are all related with these expressions that we just discussed. So para para is sounds of falling rain. Then we have kanpai. Kanpai is cheers. It, although it doesn't begin with pa, but it's an important word that contains pa. Then we have kanpa, which is cold wave. Now let's move on to the next syllable, which is P. Words beginning with P. Pika pika. Again, similar word structure, repetitive. Pika pika is sparkle or twinkle, that is dazzling. Then we have piri piri. Piri piri is tingle. Then we have pitari. Pitari is right or exactly. Then we have the next word as pio pio. Pio pio. which is squeak. It means squeaking, squeak. Then we have picatto, picatto, which means flashing. Then we have piku piku suru, piku piku suru, piku piku suru, which is to wiggle or waddle. And the last word we have for today, starting with P sound, is empitsu, empitsu, which is pencil. Very, very important word, popular, although it doesn't begin with P, but we thought of including it as this is a very common usage of P sound in Japanese word. Empitsu, pencil. Now let's move on to pu. The first word is punpun. Punpun means pervaded or some intense smell. Punpun. Then we have ippun. Ippun, you know, 1 minute or a minute. Ippun, very important word. It doesn't start with pu, but it contains pu and is very important. Then we have tempura. Everybody likes this word. Tempura, the famous Japanese cuisine, the dish. Tempura. Then we have senpuki. 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 Electric fan. Next we move on to pe sound. The first word is peko peko. You can now see this similar structure again. So these are all expressions. Peko peko is starving or hungry. Then we have pera pera. Pera pera means fluent, fluent in something. Pera pera. Then we have pecha pecha. Pecha pecha. All repetitive words. It means chit chatting. Pecha pecha. Then we have kanpeki. Kanpeki is perfection. Kanpeki. Now the last sound for today is po. So we begin with pon pon. Pon pon means pat. That is patting on someone's back. So that patting, pat. Pon pon. Pon pon, sorry, pon pon. Then we have pokkuri. Pokkuri, just like patto, it means suddenly or abruptly. So patto we had earlier seen suddenly and in a flash. So pokkuri is also the same thing. Then we have pocha pocha. Pocha pocha means chubby or sound of splash of water. Sound of a splash of water. Then we have two more words. The first one is bunpo. Bunpo. It doesn't begin with po, but a very important word. Bunpo means grammar. Grammar is bunpo. And the last word for today's practice is sampo. Sampo means walk. So sampo shimasu, to walk. This is a very common verb which means to walk. Sampo, sampo shimasu. So that's all for today's practice lesson, friends. So hope you have enough material to practice. So do practice on your notebook just like I did, and that will make you more perfect in hiragana vocabulary, and it will be easier for you to remember not only the characters, the symbols, but also words, and it will improve your fluency of writing the language. So that's all for today's practice lesson. We will see you again in the next video of the channel. It may be in any of the playlists. So thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Have a nice time. Thank you for watching. Arigato gozaimasu. Matai masho.